Alright, so hey everyone, today I want to take a look at Ultimate Spider-Man and its dead zones. So to start, for the camera, we have a tall rectangular dead zone. So horizontally it's about 30% and vertically it's about 50%. There we go. Axial dead zones normally restrict diagonal movement around the axes, but what's a little interesting here is even though the vertical dead zone is 50%, the restricted angles around the vertical axis is 30%. So if you move the stick within this dead zone, this blue region here, you'll move perfectly horizontally until you break into the screen region. So this additional dead zone here seems to be added separately. Around the horizontal axis, it's the same restricted amount, so if I'm bobbing like this, I'm moving perfectly vertically, and I need to break out of this before you start seeing diagonal movement occur. One kind of interesting quirk is that when you have the camera capped like this, occasionally it will snag when moving outside of the dead zone, so you can kind of see that sort of occurring here. How I can be right here and it's not rotating, but if I do that same thing when moving down, it's moving predictably, and then it kind of snags. But of course, since that only occurs when capped like that, it's not too noticeable. Overall, the camera controls aren't ideal, but you really don't need much precision for them, so this at least gets the job done fine. When you're moving around, there's some very aggressive camera following, so the cameras isn't something really to worry about. Movement, on the other hand, uses a 30% square dead zone, and here it would have been better to have a circular dead zone used because the restricted angles matter a little more, and with a circular dead zone you wouldn't have these, so the same level of restriction is applied here. And this entire region is just for walking, so if we kind of trace this, you can see that where the diagonal movement occurs. The shaded region represents the run threshold. And what's a little interesting is that when moving backwards, as you can see when walking, it moves pretty predictably. But when running, the camera will attempt to auto follow, and it will kind of invert your controls. You can see I'm pointing down left, but it's really not being conveyed too properly, and I'm moving down right, and it tried to make me move forward again. And you can see this happen when I'm moving forward and trying to rotate. It's pretty accurate when moving anywhere forward, but then when I move horizontally, it tries to keep it as a diagonal motion, and then forces me to continue moving forward when I start moving backwards. So this can make backwards movement feel pretty strange. I think for the most part you'll be moving forward, so this isn't too obvious, but that is an interesting quirk. But I think that covers things, so thanks for watching, and everyone, have a good rest of your day.